Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. The Broncos opened the season on Monday, September 9th at the Oakland Raiders. But tonight, they played their first Monday night football game of the preseason. The Broncos hosting the San Francisco 49ers. That means more playing time for Super Bowl MVP, formerly Joe Flacco. The Broncos' new starter hit second-year wideout Courtland Sutton here for a 21-yard gain. Flacco went 7 of 11 passing tonight for 59 yards. Then Drew Lock came in, the rookie from Missouri, and played pretty well, too. He went 7 of 12 passing for 40 yards, but he did leave the game with a right thumb injury on his throwing hand. X-rays were negative. And how about the Broncos' third-string quarterback, Kevin Hogan, weaving in and out of defenders for a 24-yard touchdown. But unfortunately, that was the Broncos' only touchdown of the game, losing to the Niners 24-15. No big deal, though, just the preseason. The Broncos have their second-to-last preseason game on Saturday at the Los Angeles Rams. Many of you know Hillsdale, Wyoming native and Cheyenne East graduate Brody Cress. He came into this year's Cheyenne Frontier Days at 28th in the saddle bronc riding world standings. But then he won his third straight CFD Saddle Bronc Championship, the first ever three-peat in any event in the history of Cheyenne Frontier Days. And now Brody's gone from 28th in the world a month ago to 15th in the world now. That puts him in the final qualifying spot for the National Finals Rodeo in December. And on Thursday in Caldwell, Idaho, Brody turned in a 79.5-point ride to tie for the night's best score. That put a little money in that young man's pocket before competing in 3 more rodeos in 3 different states over the weekend. Good luck to Brody the rest of the season. Back in Casper today, we had some of the first tennis matches of the season for 4 of our high schools. Laramie and Rawlins came to Casper to play Kelly Walsh and Natrona County. They played their evening matches you see here at Casper Country Club and Washington Park. The Kelly Walsh boys and girls both got wins over the Laramie and Rawlins boys and girls, so Trojan tennis went 4-0 today. After finishing runner-up at states last year, the Trojan ladies are excited about their start to this year.
Actually, I feel like we still have a pretty good team. I mean, like last year we had a great team, a lot of older kids, which really helped, but even having a bunch of younger kids, I feel like it's still gonna, I think it's going to be good.
I think we're doing really good. Just this was our second meet. Our first was on Saturday here, and we played a lot of different teams. I think we're doing really good for how soon of the season it is because we started practice last Monday.
Just down the road at Washington Park, Natrona County hosted Laramie in the evening match you see here. Earlier in the day, the NC girls beat Rawlins and the NC boys lost to Rawlins. I spoke with a junior at Natrona County after his first varsity match and a Laramie senior trying to help the new guys.
It's awesome. It's so amazing, just all the pressure, especially with singles, just having everyone watching you, just having my teammates on my side getting to cheer me on. It's just such a great feeling.
I'm just telling them like it's all on experience, like because I've been on varsity for the past 4 years, so once they play more matches, it'll hopefully click, and then they'll be winning more and having more fun because they are winning.
Speaking of Laramie, the Cowgirls soccer team hosted FC Boulder on Saturday in an exhibition. And the Pokes beat Colorado 4-2. In the first half, the Cowgirls had goals from sophomore Amber Vokoun and senior Summer Taub. Then in the second half, freshman Sydney Miller scored and sophomore Indiana Asimus scored for Wyoming. The Cowgirls play their first official game on Thursday at UTEP.
Yeah, obviously just the first step in a long journey, and that's kind of the biggest thing for us is it's great to get 4 goals in a game. Obviously you don't want to give up 2. So obviously there's tons of things to work on. Gives us some good tape to move forward with. But happy with the effort. I think with a lot of new faces out there, obviously playing everybody, all of those types of things, I think is a positive day for us.
In the other type of football, the Pokes held their first inter-squad scrimmage of camp on Saturday. They ran more than 100 plays. Then head coach Craig Bull released his first depth chart of the fall, including 2 new starters. Redshirt freshman Rome Weber is the starting free safety. He's trying to replace 3-time co-captain Marcus Epps, who's now on the Minnesota Vikings, the only drafted player from the Pokes. Coach Bull also named senior Ryan Galovich as the starting punter. Galovich took over last season after Tim Zaleski missed that final 7 games to injury. The Cowboys host Missouri in 2 Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. And guys, right now the Rockies are down 5-3 in the top of the 9th to the Diamondbacks.
4 games?
Yes, 4-game winning streak. They could have that snap tonight, though.
Likely.
Yeah.
Have that snap.
Right.
I will be right back.